In a world where monarchy often meets modern-day morality battles, where tradition clashes with personal accountability, and where history waits at the edge of every royal decision, King Felipe VI of Spain has just ignited the most defining storm of his reign. An earthquake has shaken the foundations of Zarzuela Palace, not caused by war, scandal, or rebellion, but by one man's unwavering commitment to his word. A vow made in the shadows of a tarnished legacy. A pledge now delivered, no matter how much resistance he faces from the people closest to him. Because when King Felipe rose to power in 2014, he did so not just to wear the crown but to cleanse it. And now, after years of walking a tightrope between duty and blood, the Spanish monarch has acted in a way that many thought he never would. Against all odds, and against his family, Felipe has made a bold, deliberate choice about his father, former King Juan Carlos I. And the country is watching, stunned, divided, and completely captivated. This isn't just a personal choice. It's a message to the world. Felipe's action doesn't simply echo across the marble halls of Spanish palaces, it sends a shockwave through the very heart of the monarchy. For years, Felipe has been quietly cleaning up the mess left behind by a father who once commanded respect but whose later years were riddled with controversy, allegations, and exile. Juan Carlos was once a celebrated symbol of Spain's democratic revival after Franco's dictatorship, a modern-day hero who helped bring a constitutional monarchy into a new era. But his fall from grace was as dramatic as his rise. Corruption scandals, offshore accounts, secret lovers, financial investigations. Juan Carlos became the poster king for a monarchy in crisis. And it was Felipe, the reluctant heir, who was forced to pick up the broken pieces. From the moment Felipe ascended the throne, he made one thing crystal clear: his reign would not be stained by the sins of his father. He renounced his inheritance from Juan Carlos. He cut off his father's royal allowance. And in one of the most painful but strategic moves, he distanced the royal household from the man who gave him life but nearly destroyed his future. For many, that would have been enough. A respectful but firm exile. A silent understanding that the past was behind them. But the saga didn't end there. Now, in the latest chapter of this royal epic, Felipe has made a move that many within his own family had hoped he would never consider. He is opening the doors, figuratively and perhaps literally, back to Juan Carlos. Not to restore him to power, not to redeem him in the eyes of the public, but to honor a promise made as a son, as a king, and as a man determined to reconcile duty with dignity. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace confirm that despite significant opposition from Queen Sofia, Princess Elena, and even quiet concerns from Queen Letizia herself, Felipe has authorized certain steps to reintroduce Juan Carlos into the official life of the monarchy, not in function, but in presence. This doesn't mean the scandal is forgotten, but it means that Felipe is no longer pretending his father's legacy doesn't exist. This is a complex and painful decision. Felipe is well aware that millions of Spaniards feel betrayed by Juan Carlos. Public trust in the monarchy has been shaken, especially among younger generations. Many feel the institution should have been abolished after Juan Carlos's disgrace. Others believe Felipe has done everything right to save the monarchy, and that this new move could undo all that work. But Felipe is playing a longer, more dangerous game. He is not bringing Juan Carlos back to celebrate the man. He's doing it to close a chapter that refuses to end. Behind closed doors, the Spanish royal family is reportedly in turmoil. Queen Sofia, known for her impeccable dignity and quiet loyalty, has long suffered in silence as her husband's double life came to light. For her, allowing Juan Carlos to re-enter the royal narrative is painful. She endured the public humiliation, the betrayals, the tabloid headlines. She remained by his side when the nation turned against him. And yet, now, it's her son who is giving him a place back in royal memory. Princess Elena, the eldest child of Juan Carlos and Sofia, has always defended her father with fierce loyalty. She believes the monarchy owes him a debt for his early years of service. She resents the way Felipe distanced himself so publicly. Now that Felipe is taking a step toward inclusion again, she finds herself torn, relieved that her father may regain some dignity, but furious that it's on Felipe's terms. Queen Letizia, ever the symbol of modernity and pragmatism, is said to be cautious. She supported Felipe's efforts to reform the monarchy, and has been the public face of a more relatable, less elitist royal family. Her relationship with Juan Carlos has always been strained. Letizia is a journalist by training, and she has no tolerance for the old guard of royal entitlement. This new decision reportedly makes her nervous, not for her own reputation, but for the fragile stability of the crown. But Felipe is unshaken. He believes that a true monarch cannot be selective with legacy. He cannot pretend that Juan Carlos never existed. To heal the crown, he must acknowledge every crack, every scar. And to the shock of many, he is choosing not to erase history but to confront it. This may involve inviting Juan Carlos to more family events, to public ceremonies of symbolic importance. It may involve a slow, cautious reappearance, carefully managed by the royal press office. It will not be a full return to royal duties. It will not be a whitewashing of his crimes. But it will be a signal that Felipe values continuity as much as reform. That blood still matters, even when it's complicated. The Spanish press is divided. Some praise Felipe's courage and emotional maturity. Others accuse him of hypocrisy. But the people, the heart of the monarchy's survival, are watching closely. Will they accept Juan Carlos's partial return? Will they understand Felipe's choice? Or will this decision fracture the already fragile relationship between the royals and their nation? Internationally, Felipe is being viewed as a leader caught in a rare royal paradox. Most modern monarchs choose either loyalty to family or loyalty to nation. Felipe is attempting both, and it may cost him dearly. This moment marks not just a turning point in Felipe's reign, it may determine the monarchy's very future. Will his daughters, Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia, inherit a crown still weighed down by the ghost of Juan Carlos? Or will Felipe's brave, painful reconciliation serve as the bridge that finally brings peace to a troubled throne? What's clear is this: King Felipe VI is not simply the King of Spain. He is now the custodian of its monarchy's soul. His decisions, flawed or not, are driven by a desire to lead with integrity. Whether history will be kind to him remains to be seen. But in this moment, under the weight of centuries and the eyes of the world, one man stands alone at the center of a royal storm. And his name is Felipe. So now we turn to you, viewers and royal watchers from every corner of the globe. What do you think? Has King Felipe made a wise and noble decision, or has he endangered the very monarchy he swore to protect? Should Juan Carlos be allowed to re-enter the royal spotlight, or should some doors remain closed forever? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date with more royal revelations, scandals, and truths behind the crown.